everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you so much for coming. It's very loud. Am I good now? Okay, great. Thank you so much for coming to the Music Meets Tech event 2015. We're really excited to showcase some of the coolest music tech companies in Austin. We have Janfeed, Eye in the Sky, Concert Cam, Solstice, Music Meets Video, Spout, and and Parallel.fm. And then all of the beer you're drinking has been provided by Brewdrop, which is an app where you can, it's like Uber for beer. So you can just order beer on your phone and it comes directly to you. We're actually about to run out of beer right now and we're calling Brewdrop to come bring us some. We're also sponsored by Kashasa 51, which is one of the apps over here, DJ 51, and they're making really great drinks over there. We're going to have one presentation really quickly. It is, I'll let her explain it, but it's called MiMu, and you guys need to pay attention to this because it's pretty amazing. So here you go.
Okay, hi everybody. My name is Kelly Snook, and I'm from MiMu. It's a company, and we make these gloves that control music. Is everyone back there going to pay attention, or are they just going to make noise?
I mean, we can't make it.
Okay. If they come over later and they want to see it, I'm not going to show it.
Too much?
No. Okay. So this is. I'm going to talk into my other mic pretty soon, but essentially what these are just a fancy controller for anything that listens, any kind of software that listens to MIDI or OSC. So really almost any music software or any visual software these days, or Maximus P, or any kind of code that will listen to these messages, you can control with the gloves. So it's essentially a fancy set of faders and knobs and keyboard control for your music or for your visuals or for both. And so we've been working with an artist called Imogen Heap for about 5 years to develop these gloves. And her motivation for developing them was so that she could get out from behind her gear, be completely wireless, and to be able to trigger things, to be able to control the music very tangibly and gesturally, to be able to do multiple things at once, more things than you can do with one hand on a bank of faders, and to be able to be kind of physical with the audience almost in a way that they could relate to musically. Because often when you're doing electronic music or any kind of music or art with a computer, you could kind of be checking your email and people wouldn't know. And it's really a challenge with electronic music to make music and to control music in a way that other people can relate to, that's intuitive and that's exciting and interesting and physical. And so that was the motivation. So I was just going to give you a tiny little demo. So what we've been doing for the last year and a half is trying to make the gloves, to come up with a design that's manufacturable, that we could then open source, let people build their own, and then also make them inexpensively so that people could buy them. And because right now, they cost about £5,000 a pair, and that's not really accessible to most people. And it's not our goal to have them be that expensive. It's our goal to have them be really available to anyone, and to change the way that we make music, and to change the way we make art, to change the way we interact with our computer. And we're not claiming to have invented this. People have been doing this for decades. But we want to make something that people could just go and buy, or go and make. And that, because we wanted to do this and it wasn't available. So, the fact that people have been doing it for decades, we very much appreciate. Laurie Anderson and our heroes, really. But, we wanted to be able to just go buy something and make music this way. So, one of our collaborators, by the way, is an artist called Ariana Grande. She's a pop artist. And this has been a very interesting challenge for us because right when we were about to make our 15 pairs of gloves for our first round of collaborators, our beta testers, she went to have dinner at Imogen's house, Imogen Heap's house, and Imogen showed her the gloves. And she's like, oh my God, I want to have this. And so we said, oh my God, okay, we'll make you a pair. And we made her a pair, and then she said, oh my God, I want to use these on tour. And we were like, oh my God, they're not ready to go on tour. So we spent the last month making them ready to go on tour, and we just started touring with her about 3 weeks ago. And so these are her gloves. that I have with me because I'm now the glove tech on Ariana Grande's tour, which is crazy. And so what I've brought for you today, just to do a little tiny demo, is what she's doing on stage. And Ariana is amazing, and she's fearless, and she goes up on the stage in an arena in front of 13,000, 15,000, 20,000. We're doing Madison Square Garden this weekend, and she improvises with these gloves. And so what she does, we just made her a tiny little patch. So Imogen, I don't know, have you seen Imogen demonstrate these gloves? Okay, a few people. She is absolutely brilliant, and she's a genius, and she can do almost anything. And her use of the gloves is extremely complex. And sometimes she's doing so many different things at once, can't even tell what she's doing. Whereas Ariana, she does something very simple. What she does is she'll add in some harmonies, take out the harmonies, add in some harmonies. Very simple. And then she'll do some vocal things that I can't do because I'm not Ariana Grande. She'll be like, much better than that. And then she'll grab it. And she'll look really excited because it worked. Grab it, grab it, grab What we find so interesting about this is that this is like a stadium full of 14-year-old girls and a few boys and their moms. And she's so on the pop side of things. She's not, Imogen is like experimental, also pop, but very, very experimental and very kind of really sophisticated in her engineering expertise. Imogen has won a Grammy for engineering her own album, so she's very much technical. Ariana also is very technical, but she's also so mainstream. So suddenly we have these very advanced instruments getting this mainstream attention, and she's doing something so simple. It doesn't really get much more simple than that, but it's still so engaging for people, yeah? Like, and these gloves can do, it's kind of like having a grand piano on tour, and she's just playing one note, but she's playing it really well. Like Miles Davis played one note on the trumpet, but it was like really good, yeah? So, but she could be doing so much more because the gloves they sense, they're kind of optimized for musical gestures. So they'll sense drums, and they know your position in space. So you can have a whole drum kit, which unfortunately I don't have prepared for you because this is a last-minute thing, but you can make yourself a whole drum kit, so that would be a different hit, then that would be a different hit, and that's a different hit than that is, because it's a different posture. So if you can see on the screen, you can kind of see how, yeah, fist grabs the sound. But you can, this is something I built for Ariana because she comes down on a lift in the middle of the show, and she puts on the gloves, and then she comes over to me, and we test if they're working. And we pray that they're working, but what she does is she just tests her postures. So this is a posture that will move it across the room. Is it working? The right side to the left side. She does that too. People really cheer for that as well. But it's like the very simplest mappings you can think of. But yeah, I don't know. It's fun to go to the other side, to the simplest side, and see what people relate to, and then have a place to go with it. So I hope in the future she will use it to loop, to trigger things, to shape the sound, like get more. She had a harmony. Is the harmony working? Hello, harmonies. No. Hello. No. Oh, yes. Yeah. Oh, we made her a safe place. things. If you push this button, it turns everything off. Like if it's yellow, it's off. If it's pink, it's on. So we have feedback as well. I don't know if you can see, the lights change colors, and there's also little buzzers in the hands that tell you things if you don't want anyone to see. So it's a two-way communication. We had to develop a whole new communication protocol to make these work on stage. We worked with some folks at MIT who send the data over essentially what looks like a digital microphone pack instead of over Wi-Fi. So anyway, I just brought the gloves and I brought the patch to show people. If you guys want to come try the gloves, you're welcome to come and talk to me about it. And yeah, just get in touch. If anybody wants to get in touch with us, you can either go to our website, which is MiMuGloves.com, I think. I think that's what it is now. MiMuGloves.com, or you can email me at hello@theglovesproject.com. And we can talk. You can come up and try the gloves, and maybe we can not turn on the music just for a little while so people can try it. And then, nice to see you guys. Nice to be here. Thanks for having us here. Thank you. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks again. This is part of a monthly Music Tech Meetup here at the Capitol Factory. It's the third Tuesday of every month, so if you want, check it out. We'd love to have you. We get a lot of cool people up here and different ends of the music industry. So thanks again for coming. Thank you so much for your presentation. We're going to turn the music on just a little bit, and y'all can come over here and work on it. Yeah. So let's go.